Hello everyone and welcome to another Robcast, Revenge of the Nerd podcast. Hey everybody. Hi. It has been a while and I'm back and I'm so glad to be back. I hope you missed me. I missed you guys. I am Rob Cicetto, the inventor of the zombie portrait and artist to the zombies. Yes. I'm here in my movie room, my room full of movies, and I'm here to do a movie review, but not just a movie review, review of not one, not two, not three, but three movies. Yes. And you might ask, what makes you so qualified to be reviewing movies for us? The answer to that question is, well, I'm not. But, however, I've been a super fan of pop culture for about 40 years. I've immersed myself in pop culture in every way, from comics to movies to art, pop art, like everything from like toys to wrestling to horror films to regular films to every kind of pop culture angle that there is. I'm a huge fan. I wish I could do tours of my home so I could show you all my wares that I've accumulated over the years and my studio in which I do zombie portraits. I actually do zombie portraits for a living. I invented the process back in 2006 and have been doing them ever since. It's a real joy, and I love pop culture immensely. So, I don't have any qualifications in terms of going to school to be a critic or anything like that, but I'm a huge fan of the genre, and I have been for many, many, many years. You can take my opinion or not. But I think 9 times out of 10, you'll probably agree with me on a lot of things in terms of the pop culture landscape. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. If you like this video, by the way, guys, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. That'd be so great. It means so much to me. I can't even begin to tell you. But let's get right into the movie reviews. They're going to be sort of short form reviews. I'm going to tell you a little bit about these movies and why you should watch them. They're so great. The first one is The Basketball Diaries. The Basketball Diaries. Now, these movies are all relatively they're pretty old. Like I'm not entirely sure when this came out. 94. So to a lot of people that's like ancient. So I've been watching, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I watch a lot of reaction videos of younger people that are either listening to music for the first time or maybe watching a horror movie or something for the first time and just being amazed by a classic horror movie or a piece of music or something that kind of us old timers take for granted and go man, you gotta watch this or see this, and it's just hard to find this stuff for younger viewers or listeners or people who have so much stuff to consume right now that they kind of miss all these old gems that a lot of this stuff is sort of based on. So I kind of want to take it upon myself to sort of go, hey, here's this. You'll really enjoy this from 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, because you probably won't find it. So hopefully by word of mouth, people will find these movies if they watch this video. So The Basketball Diaries. This features Leonardo Di Caprio, a very, very, very young Leonardo Di Caprio, but nonetheless, one of the most powerful performances I have ever seen on film by an actor. You'll know why this guy has ascended through the Hollywood ranks to be one of the most sought-after A-list actors there are right now. And this is a sort of a all of these movies sort of have a theme, and that's kind of there is a crime element to very large crime element to them. This, however, is based on Jim Carroll, who was a performer, a musician, a poet, and heavily drug addicted in the I believe early 60s, 70s. Possibly, judging by the time period of this, and this is sort of semi-autobiographical, but there is a large crime element in this, of course, with the addiction to drugs that all the characters, a lot of the characters in this portray. Mark Wahlberg actually is in this as well. One of my favorite actors too, Ernie Hudson. You might remember him from Ghostbusters, and The Crow. If you haven't seen The Crow or Ghostbusters, watch those movies. But Ernie Hudson is in this. I love him. Like, he's such an underrated actor. He's great. So he's also in this too. And there are a lot of other actors you're going to recognize in this film. This is such a great movie. I just watched it again recently. I've seen it many times, and it's just, it never fails to satisfy on so many levels. It's just amazing. Lorraine Bracco is in this as well. You might remember her as Henry Hill's wife from Goodfellas. Karen, I'm still going out. Not without your car keys, you're not. Anyway, Karen from. Anyway, you'll see if you've seen Goodfellas, which if you haven't, you gotta see that too. But I mean, she's in this too. A pretty huge, noticeable, recognizable rather cast in this film. Brilliant movie. Definitely pick this up. I don't know how people watch things anymore on how people see things in terms of like platforms and stuff, or find movies and things like that. But however you do that, find that movie and watch it. The next movie I'm going to do is Deep Cover. Man, this is like one of the biggest sleeper films ever. No one's ever heard of this movie, apparently. This is like Laurence Fishburne. I know it says Laurence on the cover here, but I think he was known as Larry Fishburne back then. I'm not sure, but yeah, it says Laurence Fishburne on the cover, and Jeff Goldblum. And like, nobody knows this movie. It's crazy. Like, nobody knows about this movie. No, I never hear anyone talk about this movie. This is a fantastic movie. Again, I don't know how it went under the radar for so many years, but like, again, this is a crime drama. Man, what amazing performances. Actually, this is directed by Bill Duke. So if you don't know who Bill Duke is, he was in The Predator. He was the guy who basically was under the log and got shot in the head. We're gonna have us some fun. We're gonna have me some fun. He was that guy. So he was the guy who saved Carl Weathers from the scorpion, and he was like, anytime. So so Bill Duke directed this. This is directed by Bill Duke. Laurence Fishburne is the lead in this, and Jeff Goldblum plays a massive, prominent role in this. And there's other actors and characters you're gonna recognize from other movies. But man, like, this is such a gripping, right at the edge of your seat type film, and it's one of those ones that is so quotable too. There's so many like quotable parts to this. There's so many. I don't want to give any of them away because you have to see them for the first time in this film, and I highly recommend this movie. One of the best, like, underrated, under the radar, basically, crime movies of all time. And I'm not sure when this one came out. This probably came out earlier even than the Basketball Diaries, but Blue Text. on a red background? Why? I can't. Everything's like vibrating. The light's horrible in here, also. But yeah, I think probably like early '90s as well. So it doesn't really matter because none of these movies seem dated, which is really good. Like some movies are like really obviously dated. I found the Deep Cover and the Basketball Diaries. Like Basketball Diaries is almost like a period piece because it clearly takes place in New York in like the 70s or somewhere around there. Definitely not present day, but it doesn't try to hide. Obviously, doesn't try to hide that or anything. And Deep Cover could be any time, really. Like it probably takes place in the movie. It probably takes place in like the 80s because there is lingo in there that is directly sort of related to movies from that time, which again makes it kind of quotable. But you have to see what I mean by that. It's really, I mean, again, it's so good. It's such a fantastic film, satisfying film. It's so fantastic. Now the next one and the last one is such an incredible movie, Street Kings. Now this is like Keanu Reeves before John Wick. And this is basically the blueprint to John Wick, man. Like, if you want to see Keanu Reeves as an absolute son of a bitch badass guy, and like he's not good, like he's not a good, like he's a good guy, but he's a bit of a dick in this, and it's so good. There's again so many quotable lines in this. Actually, Cypress Hill used one of the lines from an actor in this movie. Forrest Whitaker's line actually from this movie in one of their songs. One of their jams. So I'm a huge Cypress Hill fan. So they actually used a clip from this movie. It was a different person who said it in the song. I guess they couldn't use Forrest Whitaker's actual clip from the little line that he says. But yeah. So anyway, it's in a Cypress Hill tune. I can't remember which album. Probably like one of the last 3 albums that they did. Anyway, yeah, another huge cast. Now you're going to see, and at the time of this taping or the time of this recording, Keanu Reeves is rumored to be is going to be in the Marvel Universe. Now you'll get to see him actually with Captain America. It's Captain America and John Wick in this movie because Chris Evans is in this too. Plays a fantastic role. Man, there's like again, and there's a huge cast in here, and you're gonna know, like if you're into hip hop and stuff, you're gonna notice a lot of the names from like the hip hop world of hip hop, like Common and The Game and stuff like that. And yeah, this is just another fantastic movie, another super gritty crime drama, and it's very reminiscent of Training Day, another movie I'm going to review soon, Harsh Times. They all have that sort of feel, that gritty feel, that super gritty crime drama type feel. So this movie, again, I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, and they should because it's such a good movie. And so, yeah, I highly recommend this one as well. It's so satisfying. All of these movies, like, you're going to sort of watch and go, wow, I just watched a fantastic movie. There was no, like, they were all cathartic in their way. They all had the ending that they should have had. These movies work on every level, like on every they fire on every cylinder they should. They succeed in everything they try to accomplish. So that's why I'm recommending all 3 of these movies: Street Kings, Deep Cover, and the Basketball Diaries. And guys, I'm telling you, like, I'm not going to lead you astray. These are movies you must watch. You know, either find them somehow, the physical copy somehow on eBay, or I don't know. You know, I don't know. Again, I don't know how people watch movies now. I love the physical copy of things. Obviously, you can see that. So I track stuff down and buy it. I know that's hard to do because, like, you know, how do you buy? Like, how do you go out and buy a movie sight unseen? Yeah, it's a bit of a gamble sometimes if you don't know. I try to do a bit of research before I buy stuff, or at least have tried to watch it in another way. A lot of the movies now, that's kind of what I do. I try to watch it in a different way, like through Netflix or something, and then end up buying it. Like Wind River, I literally stumbled across one night. That's another movie I'm going to do a review on. Wind River, I stumbled across, and it was actually, when I watched it, I watched a different cut of it, and it was actually being broadcast on television, and it was a different cut. The whole beginning was different, and there was parts of it that were different, you know, throughout the movie. So when I ended up buying it or watching it again, I was like, wow, I'm watching a different movie. And then when I bought it, it was the last form of that edit, I guess. So it was really weird. There was a lot of, it was like, wow, I'm watching this movie, and it was like it was before it was edited completely. So yeah, it had a totally different beginning and everything. But anyway, I'm going to do a review on that soon. And yeah, that wraps it up for this episode. I am going to start doing more podcasts more regularly. Guys, the summer had been extremely hard on me. I had such massive projects to do, and the heat that we experienced here in my hometown was absolutely oppressive. It ruined me mentally, physically. It was the worst. So I shied away from doing a regular podcast, but I'm going to do more as we head into fall and winter. And I hope that you guys tune in. So please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be getting in a few of my zombie movie poster t-shirts, which I'll be wearing the next time I do a movie review, I hope, whenever those come in. And I'm going to leave the link to my T Public store in the description, along with my Patreon page link, because I post new content on there every single day. It's Zombie Daily. So I post new stuff every day. I've already posted there today because I forgot yesterday. I took a powder yesterday, so if I miss a day, I actually go retroactively post. So I'll be posting again another thing today along with this video. So guys, it's been a pleasure. I can't wait to do another one. You know, give me your feedback. Tell me if you've seen these movies, if you like them. Tell me if you do watch these movies. Tell me what you thought of them. And if you have any suggestions for movies you'd like me to review, please do so. I'll actually do some more long form reviews talking about the movies in more detail. These were just like, you know, this was just like, you know, go out, watch these movies because ... they're awesome. So I will see you guys again soon. Thank you so very much for watching, and take care. Okay? All right. Bye-bye.